some scary movie.
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
This is my boomstick. Here's Johnny.
I have to return some videotapes. We'll tear your soul apart.
All right. Hello and welcome to All Things Horror, the podcast that reviews horror films both old and new. Oh, man, I fuck that up every single time. I'm Ben and I'm joined here with Matt, and we're going to have a brief spoiler-free chat about today's movie before we go through the plot in a bit more detail, and as always finish off with our own personal ratings. So the movie today is The Conjuring 2 from 2016, directed by James Wan. Yeah, and this, I believe, is a first view for you, Matthew.
Yes, it is. It is the first time I saw this film. I do know. I still don't know what I've made of this film. I don't.
You'll decide
I don't know.
Go through it. You'll make.
Yeah,
think of it as we talk through it.
Yeah, I think having the English, like, because I'd heard of the Enfield haunting, but to have the English stuff in there kind of threw me a little bit because, well, for a few reasons. They don't seem to know what decade it is. There's like music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s in Britain. There's like, it's almost like a comedic take on what Britain is like.
Yeah.
Like here's some football hooligans. Here's the Sex Pistols. Here's the Queen. Everywhere's grubby and dirty.
Yeah.
Then then there was like playing Elvis on the record player, and there's a one bit where she stood and she's talking the mum, and there's like the what do you call it, the thermostat for central heating. Most homes probably didn't have central heating in the 70s and 80s or early 80s, and it's a modern thermostat, but they've just like glooped the whole house to make it dirty. Like the whole house is just filthy. Like yes, they don't have. I know she's like, we don't have a lot of money and can't afford the rent, but why is everywhere in Britain so freaking dirty? It's so dirty. There's just bits like that where I'm like, is this a comedy? It's like there's little bits that pop up all the way through. I'm like, is this a comedy? Like the way the English, but then the way the two main characters interact with each other at times is like, it's almost like they're in a 1950s movie or something. Like it's very like traditional, old-fashioned.
How much of that?
I don't know. What do you
think? How much of that do you reckon is from like the Americans producing this film, like James Wan? I feel like Americans think like that about Britain anyway. You know, like the very heavy British accent. Oi, what are you doing? Go to the shops, get me some fags. You know, so really,
it's funny because like, because he's Australian, isn't he? So you'd think that they'd have a bit more of an understanding of.
Oh, you're right.
Us.
Yeah, he's Australian, James.
But like, because like Lee Winnell and people like that he's worked with. I don't know, but then again, I guess they don't really ever make anything set in Britain. It's always set in America. But there's just little bits in it where they're sort of they're acting like they're in a play or an old-fashioned thing. Like even like Ed and Lorraine, sometimes, because sometimes the emotion, like near the end and stuff, got me. I was like, oh, and then there's other times where I'm just like, I think this is a joke. I think I think I'm supposed to be laughing at this. Whereas in like something like Malignant, I know that that's a joke. Like I know that the stuff in there is deliberately trying to make me laugh. It's silly. Whereas in this one, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff like but then there's some really good bits in there as well, like that are really genuinely well shot and creepy. And then there's some bits that are really genuine emotion, and then there's stuff that's like laughably silly. But I think the general consensus of the film is like most people who've seen this film think it's really good. Like the audience liked it. It did pretty well. I don't think it did as well as the first one, probably because people were like, Britain, gross. but like
well, this is quite a jump from the first one. I remember when we did the first one, again, I'm pretty sure that was your first time watching that one. You haven't seen any of the Conjuring Universe, whatever they call it. So like the Conjuring films, this is quite a jump from Conjuring 1 to Conjuring 2, like scene wise, like all the aesthetics and everything there is to it. It does still feel like a James Wan film, but as a sequel to the first, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very different.
Do you reckon it's just as hard as the first one, or?
Yeah. Everything that was the scary bits, there was probably the same amount of scary bits if you were looking for that. Like the nun popping up and all that kind of malarkey was fun, and there's some of the dream sequences. I mean, how many times does Lorraine have to be like and wake up and like then hug somebody instantly and like be crying? Or like whether she just literally, if you were on the bus with her and she fell asleep and she'd just wake up and hug you. She doesn't matter who it is. It's whoever's closest. She just gives them like a big, massive hug. She's like, oh, that was terrible. Something really bad's going to happen. Yeah. And then everybody around is like, no, it's not.
No.
Even though it always is when like, trust her, it is. If she says something bad's going to happen, then it is. Like, we've only had one film at this point, and there's probably 27 Conjuring films now. Do people still in the latest one that's like coming out in 2025, if people are still going, oh no, it's just a dream, Lorraine, then nobody ever learns anything in the
I did read actually, like you're laughing about that, but the woman that plays Lorraine,
Vera Farmiga,
she actually like damaged her throat due to how much she was screaming throughout this film. I think at one point, like she had to like do 50 takes of her just screaming, and then she ended up like actually fucking her throat up a little bit.
That's like being a teacher. So I didn't used to scream at people in class, but I used to get some bad throats from talking all the time. So, oh man, yeah, or singing, or yeah. Man, that's awful that she had to. Yeah, she's. This is the thing. She doesn't play this. She doesn't act like this in anything else I've ever seen. Like, I really love the film Up in the Air, which is, I think, an absolutely fantastic film. I gave it like 10 out of 10 on Letterboxd. Oh, 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, 10 out of 10 on IMDb. Like with George Clooney. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. Where he goes around firing people.
No.
It's really, really good. It's a Jason Reitman film. Anna Kendrick's in it, and Jason Bateman, and George Clooney and Vera Farmiga are the two main characters. It's really, really good. It's like a comedy, romance, drama, but it's just great. And she's completely different in that, like, she's quite edgy and sarcastic and stuff. Like the same in The Departed. Like, she's not. But then I guess she's played this character more than she must have played this character more than she's played any other character. Because does she pop up on all the spin-offs as well? I
think they do.
Like the nun stuff.
Yeah, apart from the nun, because obviously that was set, I don't know, 100 or 200 years prior. But it's interesting you say that, because Vera Farmiga's sister, she plays the main character in The Nun. And I'm not sure if they did that on purpose. I don't know if they're supposed to be like related. Like,
okay.
But yeah, she's good as well. Someone Farmiga, I don't know.
Yeah, is it like Tessa? But she's in that really good film, The Final Girls, which is like there's like the mum. Her mum is a scream queen from the 80s, and she gets dragged into the film that her mum was in to try and solve what happened to her mum. So her mum's Malin Ackerman from Watchmen. And it's mainly a comedy film, but it's really good actually, and it's kind of 2015, so it's before things really got kind of slasher meta kind of slasher stuff. It's actually quite fun. Yeah, it's actually quite fun. But yeah, she's in that as well. So she's definitely got the whole family is like big horror guys. But and I suppose, and also there's a link to Watchmen in this as well because Patrick Wilson's in this, isn't he? Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't work out what she was doing in this and what he was doing. I think they're just playing it like it's a really straight serial. Also, they're religious people in it, aren't they? Or they're quite religious, so they're quite like proper and, you know, generally quite serious and like almost playing a character a little bit. Like if you were to meet your priest or your vicar, they'd be like, "Hello, nice to meet you." That kind of thing. Well,
I watched this with my mum. She's really not into horror films, but she actually quite enjoyed this because she really likes like true crime, true event, and like paranormal events. Like what you can make out is true. And obviously, this one being relatively new rather than all the other paranormal stuff. You know, this was just in, what was it, 77? I think it was. Yeah, and we watched this and we were trying to like pick apart all the stuff that would have been true, what you can make it true, and the other stuff that weren't. And it's like one of the things that weren't particularly true is how much Ed and Lorraine Warren were actually involved in this.
Because we need them.
Yeah, they make it seem like they were there for ages, like the whole time they were there. But in reality, I think they were only there for like a day. Like they came over, looked at the house, thought, and then they went off.
Yeah, and we need them because they're the link to the first film, and so they become a big. It's funny because the only thing I knew about the Enfield horror was that, the Enfield poltergeist, is that it's kind of what they based Ghostwatch on, and I was a massive. Well, I was scared to death of it when I watched it in '92. I'd have been 11 or 12, but like the house being haunted, the little girl and all that is pretty much the same as Ghostwatch, but that was obviously more believable because when I watched it, I thought I was watching a real television show. I didn't realize I'd never seen anything where like actual TV presenters were pretending to be, were being them playing themselves, but like faking it was fake. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that kind of the thing I trusted that, like, say Michael Parkinson and Sarah Green and all these people who presented it, I trusted them completely to not lie to me on television, and then they lied to me on television and scared me to death. So like that was more scary than this, but that's completely different because it wasn't like I was watching this and thinking that Ed and Lorraine were real, like these are the real people. Like I know that they're actors playing it, so I'm thinking, okay, it's probably going to be a little bit more over the top than it actually was. But I think from the clips I've seen at the end and the stuff I read about Ghostwatch, it was actually pretty similar, the stuff that happened. Yeah. But like you say, it's just that they weren't there that much.
Yeah. They made it more cinema friendly. But yeah, saying that, I mean, I feel out of all the true story paranormal things that you hear, I feel like this one does kind of hold the candle above most others, just for pure fact, the amount of actual people that witness stuff. Like they had police officers, news reporters, neighbors, family, friends, loads.
Yeah, it's not just one person faking it.
Yeah, it's not as if one person came in the house and they saw something and that was just the only person that was there. There was a lot of people. So
yeah, I mean, do you believe in all that kind of stuff? Anyway, like, would you
kind of
like? Are you a skeptic or are you?
Kind of. I'm more of them. I don't disbelieve, but I more believe it when I see it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I think what my issue with it is that I totally believe in this kind of stuff, Ouija boards and spirits and ghosts and people like leftover things from the past and all that. I completely believe it, and that's why I want nothing to do with it. But like you never can. Yeah. Like you're never. I am never ever sitting doing a Ouija board or or going like I've been to spooky places or whatever, but like nothing's going to happen to me. A group of 30-40 people looking around something, but like if I'm sat at home going like, oh, I've accidentally tapped into some serial killer who used to live in my, like, I'm not taking that risk. And I genuinely do think there's loads of stuff. It would be arrogant to think that we understand everything. The humans know everything. I don't think we do.
Yeah, me, my mum, and my brother. Quite a few years back, we used to do ghost hunts where you actually go to these places, you pay money, and there was a castle, and old prison, stuff like that. And they have a proper business there where you ghost hunt, have these little electromagnet devices, and you do hear little knocks there or a couple of things that happen. And when you're there, obviously, like you say, you're in a group of large people, and you're like, "Ooh, that was a bit scary." But there was another time, like my old house where I grew up in, that was definitely haunted because there was a couple of things that happened there. You could be home alone, and then all of a sudden, a picture would just fly off the shelf, like, "I'm going out." Yeah.
If you're on your own as well, gee whiz.
Yeah, it was enough to make you poo yourself a little bit. But
this is the thing. Like I went to one. It was supposedly the most haunted castle in the UK, and the problem was they had lots of ghost actors there. So I wasn't able to just kind of have a poke around and kind of see how it feels. We were just kind of rushed around and saw everything. But then there's people like going, "Ooh," or like you had to find things, the hidden things in certain rooms and stuff. And I was a bit like, well, like I'm not sure if it's spooky because I didn't really have time to think about it too much.
Yeah. Cool. I haven't really got much. I was just going to go through the movies. Like, I don't know what they are in order they're meant to be in, but the order they came out.
Right.
So starting off with the first Conjuring in 2013, they basically like one after the other, like year by year. But you get the first Conjuring, then, and it's Annabelle. Then this one, Conjuring 2. Then Annabelle.
Annabelle's before this.
Yeah. Annabelle Creation is after that, and then it's The Nun, and then The Curse of La Llorona. But I did hear somewhere that that's not actually a part of this universe, but some people say it is because it's.
I heard it was loosely tied together.
And then it's the next Annabelle Comes Home, then The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, The Nun 2, which I watched recently, and that is actually pretty good. And then the new one, which comes out this year, I think it's literally coming out, if not now, the next couple of weeks, but The Conjuring Last Rites, which I'm quite excited for. I might see if my mum wants to go to the cinema because she actually enjoyed this.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, the closest I think I'd be able to see anything where my mum wants to see the Richard Osman thing that's coming up on Netflix, the Murder Club. So I'm going to have to watch that, even though I don't want to. And I did something a bit differently. I put it in the time order of when they were set. Right. So I confused myself even more. So I've got like The Nun is 1952.
That's right. Yeah.
The Nun 2 is 1956. But then Annabelle Creations overlaps with the Nun 2. Then Annabelle 1967. Then the first Conjuring 1971.
Okay.
Annabelle Comes Home 72 to 73. The Curse of La Llorona 1973. Then The Conjuring 2, which is the one we just watched, 1977, where everything is dirty and grimy and disgusting. And because it's Britain. And then The Devil Made Me Do It 1981. So what's this new one? Where's that going to be set? Is that going to be in the 80s? Are they going to be like if it's in Britain in the 80s, are they going to be on like a chopper bike, wearing like bright colours and leg warmers and have their hair in mullets? I'm
like Googling it right now. The Conjuring Last Rites takes place in 1986. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have everybody will be dressed like. Let's see. What will be the dress? No, it'll be like
Depends where it's set.
it'll be like the 18 kind of stuff if it's in America, or like Miami Vice. They'll all be wearing like grey suit jackets with t-shirts on, suit jackets rolled up, mullets, fake tan, day glow things for the women, leg warmers, perms. Shoulder pads, of course. It'll look like Wonder Woman. It'll look like the Wonder Woman 80s film that they did.
Oh, it's meant to be set in Pennsylvania.
Okay, so I don't know what it's like in Pennsylvania. Full of pencils, I think.
Oh, it says it's set in Pennsylvania, but it was actually filmed primarily in the UK.
Of course.
Yeah, London and...
That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. They always say London is the Pennsylvania of whatever.
Must be. Oh, another thing about it that's interesting that I saw about Patrick Wilson, they're making one of my favourite favourite films and remakes that I think are both as good as each other, which is very rare. Not my favourite films, but where you've seen both of them and you're like, they're both good, which is Cape Fear. So he is going to be the good guy that gets stalked by Javier Bardem in the Cape Fear TV series that's coming up with Amy Adams, which I think will be interesting because if it's over 10 episodes, obviously in the film, the tension really builds up the original film, but in the one with Robert De Niro as Max Cady and Nick Nolte is really creepy, and the original one's great as well. But yeah, so I like Patrick Wilson. I think he's really good. Yeah. He's a good leading man. I know we haven't really mentioned him very much, but it's funny. He's just kind of ended up in this series of, I suppose she has as well, a series of films where he's Ed Warren now for so many people. He's Ed Warren, I guess. And then he's also the Insidious as well, isn't he?
He is in Insidious, yeah, another James Wan film. And I was also thinking as well, another James Wan film is Aquaman, and Patrick Wilson is in that as well. So James Wan,
and so
he obviously loves him, getting him in all.
Yeah, well, why though would you have him in two franchises? That's so confusing. That's why I think I haven't watched either of them, because I keep thinking they're all the same thing, and I'm like, this is like 20 films.
What in Insidious?
Is there any?
I feel like
is Insidious
mix up Insidious with Conjuring, but it is two completely separate movies.
Yeah, I definitely did. I was thinking, where's Lin Shaye? And where's Specs? But like, I genuinely did it. I got mixed up a bit at times with it, but it's weird because, why do that? But is there Insidious? Is there an Insidious universe as well?
Well, they've done 6 films, maybe more. I don't know. I know they've done one recently called The Red Door. I'm not sure how
I think
that one is. But yeah, to be fair, that is another franchise that is really good. I like Insidious.
I can't remember anything about it because I thought it was this. I thought I thought they were the same. I thought they were all the same film.
Okay, right. Shall we go through this plot?
Yes. Bloody hell.
Oh, bloody hell.
Spoiler warning.
So it starts in 1976 with paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. They investigate the Amityville murders at the Amityville house to determine if a demonic presence was truly responsible for Ronnie DeFeo Jr. killing his entire family on November 13th, 1974. And the subsequent haunting incident involving the Lutz family. But during a seance, Lorraine is drawn into a vision where she encounters a demonic nun figure and witnesses Ed being impaled. Yeah.
Poor old Ed.
Or Ed. Yeah. I forgot to say, I was going to mention earlier, I recently got. I won't get the box out because I'm going to make everything fall over. But I got a NECA model of the Nun. Let me see if I can show you. I've got her up
Oh,
somewhere.
I have none.
Uh,
Oh yeah, there I can see at the top.
there she is.
This looks like some sort. This feels like some kind of weird found footage thing where you're showing me something and then something really bad's going to happen to you. What? Oh my word!
I love these NECA models. They're so good.
Yeah, they're the best. Oh, there's a few good companies, but NECA. I've got a Jason X NECA figure, which is good.
I've got him at the same time. Oh, McCready.
Oh, McCready.
Yeah, with his
McReady.
Max Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I say I got him recently. I got him at HorrorCon like 2 months ago, but I've only just taken him out of the box. So.
Well, I mean, see, I don't normally take figures out of the box, but if I buy them and they're already, or like for instance, the Jason X one was so hard to get that it didn't have a box with it, and he didn't have a machete either. So I had to find myself a little machete for him because he looked like he was just kind of stood there going, "What am I going to kill? What am I going to kill people with? Am I going to put them in a sleeping bag, bash them from side to side?" I
have kept the boxes. Oh no, I've made everything full. I have kept the boxes though, just in case.
Yeah. Well, they are such brilliant boxes, and you can open them up and
they're brilliant.
Look at the stuff in it. Yeah. I really like the two. Those are, I think, like my favorite series of figures that I have. I like my Toonie Terrors. There's actually some of the Toonie Terrors that I have, like Elvira and Halloween 3 ones. They're actually better visually than some supposed like more realistic ones.
Yeah. I've got some of the Toonie Terrors. What's the guy Victor? Is it Victor Crowley?
Oh yeah, from Hatchet.
Hatchet, that's the one. Yeah, I got him. I got him secondhand, but I've got him. I've got him in my car. I've got him set up on my dashboard with his axe. His hatchet, not his axe. Hatchet.
That'll scare people off from cutting you up.
Yeah, and I got stuffed teddies of Freddy and Jason in the back, so they can whoever's behind see Freddy and Jason.
Honestly, where I used to live, somebody would have had my windscreen through and nicked those within like an evening.
Anyway, back to this film.
Well, I'm safe now that I could probably put all my figures in my car and be okay.
Yeah. So, a lot of this film, it's accurate to the real story, but what's documented with the Nun, I don't know. I feel like they've really forced that into the film just so they could get a spin-off franchise in the Conjuring universe.
Okay.
Do you feel like
I actually quite I don't know because I've not seen the Nun films whether it fits
I like
perfectly or anything, but I quite like it. I quite like her popping up because I was like, oh, that's a bit different.
Yeah,
like because sometimes with these films you are in danger, or I think anyway, in danger of them becoming a little bbit boring, like because there's the same things happen. She's like, something bad's going to happen, and they're like, no.
I do like the Nun, like as a character, and like the separate movies. But I feel like I don't know. She could have been left, maybe if they were to have her in this film, like left to the end to get a glimpse of her and like what's going to be coming next in the franchise, just like what they did with Annabelle. Like they left it at the end or at the beginning. You get a little bit of her, and oh, okay, well, that's going to be like the next movie. Whereas this, I don't know, I feel like it didn't make sense to the story. They needed something demonic, and they just chose her, but also used her to make a whole franchise. Because I know they've done 2 films. I don't know if they're in the making of the 3rd one. Saying that, you haven't seen The Nun, but the first one I feel like was a little bit of a flop. I don't think it was that great. The second one, however, I really liked the second one. I thought that was a lot more enticing.
Do you prefer this to the first Conjuring?
No, they both kind of on par with each other. but I feel like
Right.
the first one had more. I don't know, just more, just more grip on you,
Right.
bring you in. Whether that be
Yeah.
because it was quite new thing at the time, like James Wan. I know he'd like.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But-
It feels like a bit of a love letter to classic horror
Mm.
as well, like haunted house kind of stuff. It's not like as kind of jump scary or crazy as, say, like an Amityville film or. I suppose there was what do you call it? Paranormal Activity.
Yeah,
but that was more modern. This is kind of set in a. Even though it's set in the past, it feels even older than that. It feels like something you might have watched in the 50s or 60s or something.
well, yeah.
It feels like a William Castle film, or like Ed could be like Vincent Price, or maybe not Vincent Price. We need somebody who doesn't always like somebody a little bit more like James. He could be like James Stewart or something. I don't know.
What did you think about the crooked man? I mean, it was all
Which
like,
one was the crook?
the man that was a bit crooked.
The Cockney fella who's like, I'm not leaving. Yeah, is he the crooked?
No, it's the other kind of like demon thing that's in this film, but you don't really get much of it because the little kid has that little toy, and it's like the crooked man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's crooked.
Oh yeah, that
And then you
yeah.
see
No,
it.
it obviously didn't have much of an effect.
No,
I've forgotten all about it.
I think it's like the dog like wants to go out, and then it's like you see the silhouette of the dog, and it like grows up, and it kind of like walks down the corridor. I'm the crooked man, but it's all CGI, and I feel like it was a big mistake doing it.
Right.
I mean, you don't remember it, so
Yeah.
it probably was a big mistake.
I don't remember it. I was thinking of the backwards man from Freddy Got Fingered with Tom Green, with like, I'm the backwards man, the backwards man. But no, that was more scary.
Yeah, it was.
No, yeah. There's a lot of scary stuff in there.
Oh.
I think that Freddy Got Fingered is a body horror.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know. There's maybe more stuff happening that I miss. Sometimes I miss the stuff when it just flashes up because maybe I'm just not paying attention or.
Yeah. Well, I think they were going to make like whether it be like a one-off movie or a spin-off like franchise of the Crooked Man, but I think maybe because it didn't quite hit home in this movie, they scrapped that idea.
Yeah. Isn't there like a rhyme, like a kid's rhyme or something? There was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think
Like, isn't there like a thing?
Boy is supposed to sing.
Oh, okay.
He's got that little.
So
wind-up
we're
toy.
going back.
And
So we're doing the classic, like the classic, thing where it's like a children's nursery rhyme is played like really creepily in the background or something. Yeah, that's a lot. That happens a lot.
They did
Like,
that
I
in the
wonder if
first
there's like
one,
a
didn't
lit.
they? Was that in the
Yeah,
first one? They had that wind up
yeah.
box that's got the mirror on it, and that played. Like,
Well, I started thinking
nursery
about
rhyme.
that earlier on, like how many kids' nursery rhymes that I learned as a kid or ended up being in horror films. And I couldn't remember any of the names of them, but I know for a fact that there's definitely ones I would have like even if you sing them creepily, they're like if you start going half a pound of tuppenny rice, like you're like I suppose there's 1 2 Freddy's coming for you, which is 1 2 buckle my shoe.
Yeah.
Ring Around the Roses was in when we watched Silent Hill, which I only seen because of you. You seem to want me to watch these films about nursery rhymes. What else? Oranges and Lemons is in The Wicker Man, but that's a bit of a. That's a bit. Rockabye Babies in Rosemary's Baby, but yeah, okay. The Candyman song is literally, or rhyme is its own. It's a chant. I've not seen the Babadook, so I don't know about the Babadook.
The Babadook.
And have we seen Sinister? Did we watch Sinister?
I don't think we've done Sinister yet.
I think there's a little kid singing that in there. Nobody's ever done Jack and Jill, I don't think. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Correct me if anyone's listening to this and that somebody has you, because literally they're falling down. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Has Jack and Jill ever been used in a movie?
That's Humpty Dumpty.
Like creepily. Yeah.
That would be a good horror
would
movie.
Cool. Well, now we're going into the Winnie the Pooh people type films, aren't we? Yeah, Humpty.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've done a Humpty Dumpty film.
Yeah.
If it's in the public domain.
Yeah. Well, and they do in Mickey Mouse one. Steamboat.
Oh, they've done that. They've done Popeye. There's a whole like the whole Pooniverse.
That's a bad word.
Like the
Pooniverse.
Yeah, the Pooniverse. Well, I think they're calling it the Twisted Childhood Universe, the TCU. But a lot of people call it the Pooniverse.
That's a better one.
Pooniverse makes it sound rubbish.
Yeah. That's a load of poo.
There's Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, Bambi, Pinocchio.
Oh my god.
There's one lady and one guy behind British people who make it like about. And if you look on their credits, they've got like 150 credits, and they're all like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Tigger, Peter Pan, anything where the book is in the public domain. They're like, let's get it in there, let's do it.
I did see.
Have you seen Winnie the Pooh?
No. I did see on Facebook. I mean, it was fake. Like someone had made kids' childhood like board games into like horror movie posters, and they had like Hungry Hippos, where it's like a creepy old swamp with some like zombie hippos come out, Mousetrap and stuff like that. All like the old games into like horror movie posters, and it looks amazing. Like they definitely need to do
I will say I didn't mind the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. The second one, and this is the same reason as why I didn't like the Hammer horror Dr. Jekyll, was the lead actor in it is so whiny and irritating. They swapped Christopher Robin, so there's a different Christopher Robin in the second Blood and Honey, and he just does my head in. And I'm not normally like this about actors, and I can't remember his name, but it just ruined it. Whereas they had like a foreign, like a German or maybe Dutch or Swedish or somebody guy in the first one who was much better. But I think they were like, oh, we really need to have him English, but so we're going to swap him out for somebody else. But in the second one, he's just like, oh, Pooh, no, Pooh, don't, no, Pooh, oh, Pooh, Pooh, no, it's me, Pooh. And just constantly for like an hour and a half, like, Scheiße. Germany, we need the Scheiße.
Yeah. We need
so yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I might watch some of the others. Monsters Assemble 2026. I'm up for.
That's a symbol. Oh dear. Right. Let's jump back into this.
Let's go back to the film.
So jump 1 year later to sunny old England, and the Hodgson family begins to experience strange occurrences in their home that seems to stick around Janet, the little girl. She seems to get possessed by the previous owner of the house, Bill Wilkins. Now, that is a British name if ever I've heard one. Bill Wilkins. Yeah.
He's an EastEnders character.
It does. It sounds so British. Say a British name.
And his voice sounds like that too, as well. Like his voice, the way he talks, the way he acts is like stereotypical Cockney. It's like he just doesn't want to get up out of his chair.
No.
Like that's the whole reason he's staying there. He's like, I'm not leaving my fucking chair. Like that's it. That's the whole reason he's haunting.
Yeah.
I know he's being used, he's being manipulated himself, but he's pretty passive in a way. He's just like, this is my ass, get out of my house, all the way through. he's I don't know what I make of him. He's weird, isn't he? Like he's pretty passive in a lot of ways.
It just seems like most London granddads. I don't know. It's just like there's something about it. It's my house. It's my chair, my TV. Fuck off.
Yeah, and do you not think though? This is the weird thing. At the end of the film, they go, and the woman died in the same chair in the same place. As it, well, it's a tiny little house.
Yeah,
if
there's
you're
not many
old,
places to
you're going to
sit.
be sitting. Yeah, you're going to be watching TV. You're likely to, if you're going to die of natural causes, you're going to die in one of two places, really. Your bed when you're asleep, sofa or chair when you're asleep. So it's not like, it's like, oh, wow, that's so creepy. She died just like Bill Wilkins. Yeah, like nearly every old person who died of natural causes died like Bill Wilkins.
So they said in the movie that when they got the house, like everything was included in the house. Were they told
Including Bill Wilkins.
the old guy died in that chair? Because I don't care if I'm skint and I know someone died in that chair. I'm still getting rid of that chair. I'll sit on the floor.
Yeah, and it's got like a shape of his body in the chair.
Yeah.
I'm getting a new chair, or at least I'm putting like a sheet over it or a cover or something, or having it reupholstered. But then it's so grim and grimy that even their futuristic, but even their futuristic, why can't I not remember this word? Thermostat. Their futuristic thermostat from 30 years in the future, even that's dirty and black and disgusting. So everything's up for grabs. Everything's dirty in this house. And then when the other thing as well I've got about this house is if your bottom of your house is flooding and it's literally in like 3 feet of water, you just leave it.
Yeah.
You just go, it's fine. I mean, realistically, is it how many weeks have we got until it floods the whole house?
I know. And that's what the woman says to that what's his name? The guy.
Ed.
Yeah, she's like, I've got a bit of a leak. A little bit of a leak in the...
Yeah.
in
He's like, I'll get my spanner.
That's all right, I'll sort it out. Goes down there and it's like 4 feet deep from this little drip from the fire or something.
And she even says like, just leave it. Like, don't worry.
That's all right.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
What universe is she living in that she's gonna leave? Just leave all of her watery cellar and just be like, hey kids, don't go in the cellar, you'll drown.
Yeah. But do you not think that the Bill Wilkins, he was more scary, I think, than the nun and all the other stuff? I thought he was a lot better because you didn't see a lot of him. You know, you see the little silhouette of him sitting in the chair, the reflection in the TV, and the little bit of a leak in the cellar. You see him in the water. I thought
he bites people with his false teeth as well.
Yeah. I thought
takes his teeth out and then bites some of them. Yeah, all people in the 70s and 80s were more scary than old people now because they weren't as healthy. They looked like more decaying. They all had false teeth, yellow skin from smoking, or craggy and dehydrated and smelly, and that's just my grandparents. But like I'm joking, but like they were most of my grandparents were pretty scary to look at. Oh, that sounds terrible.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Nice people. But like they weren't like now. Like grandparents now have got turkey teeth, they've had hair transplants, they've got full tattoos, they've got a sleeve tattoo on, they're wearing like designer clobber, they've had a Brazilian butt lift.
Oh god. Right. So
Bill
now
Wilkins would be gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Right. So now we get to like the more final bit of this film. So the Warrens, they get on the case and head over to effectively save the world again. And while they're there, they consult other investigators on the legitimacy of the case. And when evidence shows that Janet is actually one that's wrecking the kitchen intentionally, they leave believing that the family is lying just for fame. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. We've got you on camera.
Do you think they believe that a bit too easily?
Yeah. I think...
Or they think that just because of that one thing, everything's bullshit, and they're just like, right, we're going.
Well, that's the thing, like, because they've already seen and witnessed loads of stuff that's happened in this house. But just because one thing that got caught on camera of her smashing the kitchen up, he's like, oh, well, that's that. Never mind. Can't write a book about this. Can't make a movie about this.
Yeah, they're like, listen, we're here now. We're the people that believe you. You know, I once had somebody who nobody believed me, but one person believed me. And you know what I did with that person? I married them. You know? And it's like, the other one, then she's like, you know, I once had somebody who didn't believe me, but then there was one person that believed me. And the kid's like, let me guess, you married him. Oh, you know that story. And then it's like, so we're going to believe you. We're with you. What, you fake that thing? Right, fuck off, we're leaving. Like, just like, we'll never leave you. Right, bye.
Wait. So you can't remember the crooked man scene, but you can recite that perfectly.
Yeah, it's funny that I don't know why that stuck with me. I think it's just like, I married him. I don't know why that made me laugh. I think because it was said twice. Like stuff like that is almost quite comedic because it's a little bit cheesy, and it's like I'm not sure if they know they're being cheesy when they do it.
Well, if that ain't cheesy, when he picks up the acoustic guitar and starts playing Falling in Love with You, that definitely was cheesy.
Wise men say much. Only fools rush in.
Oh, Ed, put it down.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I thought he was all right.
He was all right, to be fair. I just didn't want to see it.
And they're all like, oh, we've not had music in the UK. This is the first time we've ever heard of music. Thank you, American man.
Oh God.
The dad is an interesting story. The dad took the record player. He went and had like a couple of kids with a woman around the corner. I don't know if that's true or not. And when she said, he goes, oh, so I guess there's no chance of reconciliation. That was like a little joke there. And I was like, oh, it's a little Ed joke. Cheeky Ed.
Maybe that's the most truest thing about this story.
Maybe. Well, I'm wondering if that guy really exists. If he's like, hang on, he's watching it and he's going, no, I didn't. We just split up. Like,
fake.
Yeah, I didn't run off with a woman down the road.
It was your sister.
Crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so later they realize Bill Wilkins' spirit is only a pawn being manipulated by the true demon, the nun, aka Balak. Oh,
Bollock. Oh, sorry, the dog's going crazy. I'm going to let her out. Did you just say bollock, by the way?
He said Balak.
Bollock. Bollocks.
Not bollock.
I thought it was called bollock. She kept going, bollock. He's like, I'm going to say your name. I'm going to say your name, and then that'll make you be under my power. Bollocks. Because she's in Britain, you see, and it's a very British phrase.
It is, yeah.
To have, yeah.
And she wrote it down in her book.
It's just for, never mind the bollocks.
I condemn you, nun. Bollock.
I love how all she has to do is say their name, but like it's really hard to find and work out the name. Essentially, it's like a big puzzle. Like she just has to do a big puzzle.
She's got to say the name. Valak. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Oh, you said my name right. Bye.
That was a good guess.
Say my name. Say my name.
Sings that back to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bollock. They get back just in time as Janet is about to jump from the window and impale herself on a tree stump, as seen in Lorraine's vision. So she calls the demon by its name, Bollock, gaining domination and condemning it back to hell from whence you came.
I cast you back to hell. Have you ever seen Repossessed? The film Repossessed?
No.
I cast thee back to hell. I cast thee back to hell. It's good. It's Leslie Nielsen basically spoofing The Exorcist. It's very good. He's called Father May I. He's like, Father May I? It is pretty rubbish.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it.
Yeah. All right. So go on then. You go first. What are you rating this from 1 to 10? 1 to 10 demon bollocks.
It's not a bad film. It's not a bad film.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm always shocked how high the score on IMDb. Like I don't like, it's usually over 7, and I'm like, I don't know, unless you've never seen a film before. Yeah. Just like, whoa,
7.3 IMDb.
Right. So, for example, I recently watched the film Weapons from the Barbarian dude, Zach Krieger, and I was like, I thought it wasn't as great as what everyone was saying, like hype wise. So I gave that like a 6 or 7 out of 10. This, I think, is probably, it did make me laugh, probably when it shouldn't have done, but it made me laugh. There's some really good special effects, and there's some ropey special effects. The acting is always good. I'm not always sure that they know what they're playing, if they're playing it like knowingly funny or straight and serious. I'm never quite sure, but it is fun, and they do a good, whatever it is they're being told to do, I think they do it well. So I think 5.5. I think 5.5. No, 6. 6 out of 10. 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is more than I gave it on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm actually more on par with IMDb. I feel like out of the whole franchise, because I'm pretty sure I've seen all of franchise so far up until obviously the new one. I'd say this is definitely one of the better ones. I'm not saying they get worse throughout, but like I said, The Nun ain't that good. The Nun 2 was good. So it's kind of hit and miss what you make of it. I do much prefer the first one rather than this one. I believe I scored the first one an 8 out of 10. So I don't know. I feel like I'm going to give this one a 7 because it is good and it was enjoyable. There were a few things I didn't agree on. It's not saying I didn't like it. It's just I didn't agree with a lot of the decisions that were made in the film. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 7. 7 out of 10.
That's fair enough.
You gave it a 6, didn't you? So 6 out of 10. Cool.
Yeah. I don't think I could give it lower than a 6 really and be honest about it. Like, because I know it's like technically a well-made film. There's nothing bad. It was entertaining enough in a strange sort of way. Doing like a bit of Brit spotting, and do you know what? It kind of reminds me a bit of the sets in Train Spotting as well, but they're all supposed to be like houses belonging to drug addicts. But yeah, it was entertaining. So that's what I would look for. It wasn't boring.
Yeah,
I actually probably more entertained by it than the first one. Also, I was interested in the Enfield haunting as well, so I was like, oh, that added a bit to it.
Yeah, and plus, I think
he was good. He was a good singer as well.
And plus, I think James Wan, like he's kind of known for like starting off a really good film for then someone else to kind of take it over, like what he did with the Saw movies. He made the first one, and then he didn't direct all the others. I know he was kind of involved with them, but obviously this movie is like, I think it says like 6 movies deep in his directing career. So by that point, he knows how to make a movie. So he is. I don't think he's ever done.
You're right.
So, but
no, and he didn't. I always ask this, but he did Malignant, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my favorite James Wan film. and he wrote and directed because he really leans into the silly. Whereas I think in these, it's like he almost wants to, and he doesn't quite. Like there's moments where it could go really silly. I'd love him to do a spoof or a comedy horror, like an Evil Dead or that kind of thing. I suppose the Malignant's the closest it'll do to that. Like it's like a body horror.
I feel like that's the only thing he hasn't done. Like because he's done.
Yeah,
we all know he's really good at horrors, but he's also done action films and superhero films. Like, I think he did one of the Fast and Furious. He's done Aquaman. I don't think he's actually done a proper comedy movie. Correct me if I'm...
A horror comedy would be great. And I don't mean like a spoof horror comedy, but like an original horror comedy. Because Malignant is... I think Malignant's a bit... Even though if you look on it and you never see it described as a comedy, I think it is funny.
Did we do
There's
that?
some bonkers stuff in there.
I don't think we have.
I think so. Oh, did we not?
I don't know.
I thought we had.
At your
surprise...
But I don't know if we did it as a podcast.
I'm surprised if I watched it without being like made to watch it, because I was like, oh, I'm not really into James Wan films, but then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is great. It's because it reminds me a bit of Frank Henenlotter. It reminds me a bit of Basket Case or like brain damage and.
No, I don't see it on the list. We'll have to do that one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
We'll do that and do like brain damage back to back, because they're pretty much the same thing.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've got the next movie lined up. I don't know if you've seen it, but we'll do this one, and then after we'll do Malignant and then Brain Damage, because Brain Damage is another film I haven't seen. But yeah, as the next film, it's a film from 1987. It's funny because I've actually got it on a t-shirt, not a t-shirt, but a part of a t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt which is loads of VHS horrors on the front, and that's the only one on it that I haven't seen, and it's called The Gate from 1987.
Okay, so I think I've seen it, but there are a few films called The Gate.
The Gate from 1987.
And if this is the one, 1987.
See who
this is the. Is this the one where a kid falls down a hole?
I think so.
I think it is.
It says horror fantasy 1987. Two friends, Terry and Glenn, endeavor to close a portal in their backyard after they accidentally open a gate and realize a swarm of demons. Release a swarm of demons.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks very
okay. Yeah.
CGI heavy, practical effects heavy. It looks interesting.
Well,
I watched the trailer.
Yeah, I think I've seen it, but I can't remember anything about it. So, I just checked. It is free on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
While we're talking about films that are available for free on YouTube, I watched a film last night that is one of the greatest, worst movies I've ever seen. And if anybody's ever seen it, I recommend you see it. It is also free on YouTube. It's called The Retrievers from 1982. It's not about dogs. It is the most weird tonal film I've ever seen. Like, crazy stuff happens, and then there's like comedy, and then there's like a love story. And the stuff they say and the way they behave and the things that they do, no human being has ever behaved like that in history. And the fighting is really, really violent and over the top. It's just crazy. I don't know if it counts as a horror, so we probably not watch it on here. But I'm recommending, that's my recommendation, The Retrievers from 1982. It is bonkers. It's freaking bonkers. I want you to watch it and let me know what you think, Ben.
Okay.
In fact, watch it with your whole family. Maybe not mum, but
hold on. Let me just get The Retrievers.
There's nobody famous in it, sadly. But they should all be famous. 1982, yeah. It's about a group of secret agents and a guy who wants to make a book. He wants to write a book to expose them all. That's not really Yeah.
Okay.
It's got 4.3 on IMDb. But even just the first 5 minutes, you'll just be like, what the hell?
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah. Watch the first 5 minutes, and if you don't want to watch on, stop.
Will do.
It's only going to get more crazy.
All right. So we've got the next 3 movies lined up already. So we're going to do The Gate, Malignant, and Brain Damage. Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I think I have Brain Damage on VHS and hopefully Blu-ray. And I've got the poster of it here as well. So yeah,
Brain Damage.
Malignant, I'm not
Frank
sure
Henlock.
if I still have that. Yes,
Right. Okay.
that's the one with a little character called Elmer, who you're going to love.
Ah. Cool. All right then. Okay, so if you've liked today's episode, don't forget to hit subscribe. We love hearing from you, so why not drop a comment down below and give your own personal ratings for The Conjuring 2. That's a wrap for today, so thanks a lot for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We all go a little mad sometimes.